Muffins, and thank you for joining me back at my channel. Okay, so this video was going to be about some brushes that I picked up. I picked up 3 sets of brushes, and I'm going to make 3 separate videos because I have some ideas and some thoughts on these brushes. So this video is going to be about the Morphe brushes that I picked up. I picked up one set and then some individual brushes. I picked up some brushes from the Flawless collection and also some other individual brushes. Now Morphe brushes are really expensive. They're really popular right now in the YouTube community. Everyone is talking about Morphe products and brushes. So I haven't had the chance to pick up anything else from that company. I'm looking to, try out some of their eyeshadows, but today I have their brushes. So I want to get to talk about the contour brushes first. Now with the contour brushes, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brushes. Is that it? No, I'm sorry, 6 brushes. I'm going to show you what they look like. You get 3 face brushes, and then I guess like 3. You can use these on your eyes, but I'm just thinking that maybe they're the face brushes. Now, these brushes have a white handle, and they have the word Morphe on the brush handle. I hope the light's not really washing out, but it does say Morphe brushes. Morphe, the Morphe company on them. So, only one of them came with a guard. I don't know. Is this my guard or... No, this one is my guard. They didn't come with any guards. Now let's get into the face brushes. Now this is just my opinion on these brushes, and I do have a large collection of brushes. So I've had the chance to try out brushes from Coastal Scents, Bhcosmetics, Sedona Lace. I have some Sigma brushes. Oh wow, I have a couple of elf brushes. Like, I have a real large collection, so I've used a wide array of brushes. So let me talk about the 3 brushes that you get for the face. You get like a buffer brush, and I would mainly probably use this for is liquid, like the buff in my liquid foundation and stuff. I probably would use it a little bit, like to put some blush on, but not too much. I would usually use a different brush for that. Then we have this brush here, and it didn't come with any information, so and they don't have the names on the brushes. But then you get like a slight angle type of brush, like this. I don't know if I can use this to contour because it is kind of wide. I don't know what I would really use it for. Probably to buff in any liquid products that I put on my face. And then you have this dome shaped brush. Now I must say that the brushes are really soft. I really do like that they are dense and they are easy to move, so they move around with the product, and it is a very soft brush. The thing that I was kind of what popped in my mind when I first seen these brushes was, I have a brush set from RC Cosmetics, and I've had these brushes for years now, and they really do remind me of the Morphe brushes exactly a little to me. So I'm going to compare each one of them. So first, the buffer brush. So you can see that the Morphe brushes are just a tad bit longer, and the handle is a little bit wider, but they really are made very well. They're not loose or anything like that. But just look at the similarities between the RC Cosmetics brushes and also the Morphe brushes. Now I'm bringing this up because if you can't get your hands on the Morphe set, and I paid $17 for this set here, the RC Cosmetics brushes, you can get them for way cheaper. I think they're like $9.99 on their website. I do have a video in my playlist, I think it is, a very long time ago when I bought the RC Cosmetics brushes. But let me just show you, they're exactly alike. Well, the Morphe brushes is just a little bit bigger. It's a little bit softer than the RC Cosmetics brushes. However, the RC Cosmetics brushes are a lot more denser and they pack more. it didn't really, let me see if I get any, I'm looking to see if this one sheds, but I never had any problem with these brushes, the RC Cosmetics brushes shedding or anything. Now I haven't had any problems with this shedding either. I was just really shocked that they look so much like the RC Cosmetics brushes. But if you can't get your hands on the Morphe brushes, because they brushes do sell out fast because everybody's talking about it on YouTube now, go to RC Cosmetics and you can pick up the same brushes. So let me show you the pointer brush. The same company, Morphe, RC Cosmetics. It's just that, once again, Morphe's handle is a little bit longer. They both have the silver barrels and they're practically the same. They both come like with the dome shape. The same thing with this one. And I would probably use this to contour either one of these brushes. And then the last brush that I have in the face variety of brushes is the, I guess, I don't, what would you call this? Like an angle brush, buffer brush. Once again, RC Cosmetics brushes are much softer. They're not as dense as the RC Cosmetics, but look at the muffins. They're practically identical, the same. So, I mean, if you want to save a little bit more money, go for the RC Cosmetics. What's kind of comes to my mind when things are such a trend on YouTube is that everyone runs out and get it. And I do the same thing too. I'm guilty of doing that also. But sometimes you can find the same thing in your collection to where if you can't get your hands on one set of the brushes, you probably have it already in your collection. And I do. And I actually have 2 sets of these brushes and 1 set of these, but they're practically the same. So, and also with this brush set, you got 3 little, I guess, little version brushes of these. Once again, I'm going to show you the RC Cosmetics brushes, and they look alike. And, okay, not the Sedona lace. Well, this one is Sedona lace, but I'm trying to get the RC Cosmetics brushes. Okay, so this is RC Cosmetics brush, and this is from Morphe. If you can see, you see that muffins, practically the same, cheaper price, same brush. And also with the pointer brush, I do have the same exact brush. So once again, if you can't get your hands on the RC Cosmetics brushes, on the Morphe brushes, go to RC Cosmetics, and I'll leave that website, and I think I can find the video in my playlist, and I'll put it down below. And then let's talk about the last brush, RC Cosmetics. Let me see. No, this is Morphe's brush. I'm looking for just RC Cosmetics. I do have one that's exactly the same. Here we go. Same brush. Cheaper price with RC Cosmetics. Now, I'm not saying that the Morphe brushes are not good, because they really are nice brushes. This set is. And I'm going to go over what I picked up that was on the side. But, you know, me going through my collection, I'm glad that I picked it up because, you know, I did want to try some items from Morphe. But if I would have looked at my collection, I probably wouldn't have picked this set up because I already had it already. And like I said, I have 2 sets of the RC Cosmetics brushes. Let me see, where's the other set at? Where's one? Yeah, I do have it, another set of them, probably in my drawer. So that's the first set of brushes that I picked up from them. And now let's go into the single brushes that I did pick up. So just give me a minute, I'll be right back. Okay, Muffin, but I want Muffins, I just want to say one more thing about the contour face brushes from from Morphe. Now, I went through my brush collection also. If you have the Sigma F86 and the Sigma F80, 2 of the same brushes that's in the same collection as the Morphe brushes. Now, I do have a Sigma a Sigma, wait, is this Sigma? No, this is RC Cosmetics. But I do have a Sigma angle brush. It's probably in my drawer. But if you do have the Sigma set already, you really don't even really need the Morphe brushes. But, you know, it's your decision. But I can say that the Morphe brushes are really good to add to your collection, or if you're a beginner in makeup, with the makeup and you're looking for affordable brushes, Morphe is a really nice company that you can get your brushes from. Let me also state that the shipment was really fast. Like, I put the order in on I'm just gonna say on Monday, and Monday night the brushes was mailed out, and I got them within 2 business days. So the shipping was okay. I did get a tracking number, and I was kind of worried about ordering things from Morphe, because I did hear and see a lot of reviews on them, and some of the people were complaining about waiting for items for like a week or 2. So, you know, I don't know how busy the company is with the shipping and stuff, but I didn't have a problem. And another thing is that I asked the question on Instagram, and I was referring it to the owner of the Morphe brushes. They never answered me. I even sent them an email, never got an answer. Someone who was actually on the website, another young lady, had answered me back. So I don't know. You know, you have to just weigh your options first when it comes to customer service, I guess. Okay, so let me talk about one of the brushes that I picked up from them, and this is the M439 brush, and I really do like this brush. Now this brush here, I really don't have a brush like this per se in my collection. I'm just trying to really glance over and see if I see something that looks similar like this, and I probably do have it, but I'm sorry muffins, but I really didn't go into it. Well, a similar brush, I have the Sedona lace, but the Sedona lace is much smaller and it's packed a little bit more. This brush here splays out a little bit more. I like it because it is a lot wider and fuller. So with this brush, once again, I would just probably use it to put on my foundation. I don't really know if I would use it to contour or anything because it is kind of big. I wouldn't use it to put powder on because it would pack on too much powder. So basically, I would use it again for foundation. Do I need any more foundation brushes? No, I don't. But hey, I have that one. So let's get into the individual brushes that I did pick up. I don't really remember the prices of the brushes, but I will leave it down at the bottom. I just have to go on to Morphe's website, and then I'll get all the prices. So the first 2 brushes that I picked up was the M500 brush, and these did come with a brush guard. So it just comes off like this. Now, the problem that I have with these 2 brushes, first of all, the brushes, the hairs and stuff kind of spread out a little bit. Even if you add like a powder product on it, and you're going to, you see that? It's not stiff enough. It's not like, let's say, like the elf brush. Like you see, like you put your powder and stuff on with this brush, it's not splaying out all over my face. And I do have a favorite brush that I use. Let me see if I can find it, muffins. I can't find it right now. It's in this collection somewhere. Hold on 1 second. So I found it. I use my tapered highlighting brush, the F35 from Sigma. Now I'm comparing it to this, and I know that it doesn't look exactly alike with it, but I like my Sigma brush better than I like this brush because, number one, it's smaller, and I can use it to get into corners and stuff of my face. I can use it to put highlight on. I can even contour lightly with it. Like this brush I use every single day, and I don't have a problem with it. The problem that I said again with this brush is that when you use it, it has no firmness to it, and it just wipes the product like where you don't want it at. Let's say if I just wanted the product on my cheeks, I would have to take it and dab it but I really couldn't blend it out too well because you see how the brushes hairs are splayed out, and I would get product everywhere I don't want to get it at. So I'm really not impressed with this brush here. I have seen a lot of reviews of makeup gurus and people that I guess was sent the products for free or whatever, that they raved about this brush, and that's why I picked up this brush. But I really don't like the brush for that simple fact. I really don't know what I would use this brush for. Maybe to just dab it a little bit into like my highlighting powder and probably use it on my nose or something. But to use it on my cheeks or to use it on my chin or even up here to highlight, I wouldn't use it at all. So this was a no-go for me. I like the fact that it did come with the brush guard, but I mean, what is the brush guard going to do for me in particular if the hairs are really splaying out, especially when you're putting on product? It's really not that dense. And I don't know, I was just really disappointed with this brush. I was excited when I seen it on the website. I was just like, oh my goodness, I gotta have that brush. But no, so this is a no-go. Then the next brushes that I picked up was the M504 brush and the M502 brush. Now, these brushes somewhat look alike to me. There's a little bit difference in it, but not that much. So these two are the same and this one is different. When I looked on the website, this one looked at a little bit more pointier than this one. This one has a little bit more of a rounder edge. And I like this brush to put color into my crease. I also like to put my highlighting powder in there. So this brush is okay. I really do like this brush. It's not a problem. I just have a problem with the hairs just, you know, splaying out on it. I don't know if I'm gonna have to take some scissors and maybe just shape this brush a little bit more, but it wasn't that expensive. So I would just, like I said, mainly use it to put color into my crease. Now for these two brushes here, same thing. I would probably use it to do something with the eyes. I do have a similar brush like this, like my polka dot brush from Bhcosmetics. It's not as full as it is. However, it's much denser, like it's much stiffer, so I can control the product a little bit more. With this brush, because it is so soft and it doesn't have a firm hold and a firm hold inside, and it doesn't the brushes are not really, the bristles are not really stacked too well. It's not as firm, but I can still get the job done. So, you know, pick or choose. Could you do without it? Is a brush that you really need to run out to go get? No. You can probably find the same two brushes with Bhcosmetics, with Coastal Scents. You probably would even find a nice brush on an e.l.f. website. So this is a Sigma brush here. It splays out just a little bit more, but it's still the same thing to me. Like, I can get the same thing done. So I don't know. What I really don't like is that when companies give well-known, I'll say well-known beauty gurus free products and stuff, I think sometimes they rave about products, and I mean, there's really no need to, because you can find it somewhere else for much cheaper. So I mean, I'm gonna use them, of course. They're okay. I don't really have anything specific to say about it. Okay, so two of the brushes that I was really excited to get, when I got it, I was so disappointed. The Morphe brush, the B33 brush. Now, on the website, the brush looks a lot more bigger. It looks a lot more tapered, and I just didn't expect this brush to be so little compared to all of the other brushes. I don't know whether this is a travel size brushes, or, I mean, I'm quite clueless with it, so I don't know. Now, you can still use this brush. I'm always going to find a way to use a brush maybe a different way. You can take this brush and you can you can smudge your eyeliner or eyeshadow here. You can also pop some highlight in your tear duct, but it's not a brush that I'm going to grab for. I just don't like the size of it. And this looks like something I could have gotten from ELF, you know, Coastal Scents, even Bhcosmetics. This wasn't, I just really wasn't happy with that. I just don't like how small it is. And I could have just used something different. I'm comparing it to this because this is what I normally use to smudge the shadows and stuff up underneath my eye here. And it's a little bit more firmer. You see how a lot more firmer this brush is than this one. So I have more control over this brush, which I got from Bhcosmetics, polka dot brush set, whatever. I don't remember what the name of the collection was. Even a Coastal Scents. Let's compare it to a Coastal Scents. Now you see Coastal Scents brush, it's a little bit smaller, a little bit wider, but I have more control with the product because the brush is a little bit more firmer. This brush is really, I don't want to say flimsy, but it doesn't have too much of a hold on it. And once again, you can find something in your collection that you really don't need to run out to go get Morphe brushes. And I know that Morphe company is the biggest thing right now on YouTube, and a lot of people are purchasing their products. But honestly, muffins, I'm gonna always give my honest opinion. I could have done without picking up any brushes from Morphe. I bought them, so I'm going to use them, of course. Now, I didn't quite understand this brush. This is the G28 brush. I did not order this brush. It wasn't a free brush. On the website it looks totally different, but it's this brush here. And I mainly got this brush to fill in my eyebrows with, to blend in the product, and also to smudge shadow and stuff up underneath my eye. But I could have done without it because I have tons of brushes in my collection that is like this. I'm looking for it, Muffins. I'm sorry. I reorganized my brushes, and I think I put that brush in my drawer. I'm trying to look really quick for a brush that is similar to this one. But I'll look for it and then I'll show you to you in 1 second. So this brush is the G28 brush. I didn't order it. I don't know whether they were out of the other brush that I got, but it was nothing like this. And actually, it was a longer handle, and I just don't understand with this brush how it goes into the collection. And it's like it's small. I have more brushes that I probably would grab to, because I keep my brushes in here, and when I stick it in there, it's so far down in there, I'm really not going to grab for it. It's going to get lost in this little bit of collection of brushes that I have in here. And this is not even half of the brushes that I do have, but I'm not going to go digging all the way in there to look for a brush. It's probably going to just sit in there, and I'm probably never going to use it. So the last two brushes that I picked up was the M510 brush. And once again, this brush reminds me of a smaller version of this. Now, it's not the exact same brush, and I'm going to show you a brush that is quite similar in my collection that I do have, which is, let's see if I have something this big. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to compare this brush to the Bhcosmetics brush. Now, I use the Bhcosmetics brushes for my blending purposes. I love these brushes, and I have like tons of these. You can't go wrong with Bhcosmetics blending brushes. Now, so you can look at this and see this one is from Bhcosmetics, and this one is from Morphe. Now, I know, Muffins, that this is a lot longer. Once again, when you really can't use it on your eye, maybe you could just swipe some color on the eye, but I wouldn't use it for it because it's too big, you know. And to use it, once again, to put product on my cheek, you can see that this brush splays out just like the other one does. And I would get highlighting all crazy. Maybe I can use it to put a harder contour, maybe to use it to contour my nose, but I really doubt that because it's going to splay also. Just probably use it to blend in things, but my honest opinion, I could have done without it. I am quite sad that so many people just raved about these brushes, and everyone is trying to run to go get these brushes, when honestly I could have stayed in my collection with it. I really didn't need to purchase it. So that's my thoughts on it. If you have Morphe brushes and you have some that you like and some that you don't like, just leave the information below, because I really want to know if other people think the same thing that I'm thinking, or maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I'm just giving you my opinion on it. I don't know. I don't know, muffins. I could have just probably did without it. And even the brushes are kind of splaying out already. If you can see that, I don't know. I guess once I wash it, I'll try to like keep it shaped. Maybe I'll find a one of my brush holders or something like that to hold it together. Hopefully that'll be normal, but I could have passed on this set. So that's my review of the Morphe brushes, the contour set, and also the individual sets, brushes that I bought. I'm going to leave all of the information below. The brushes that I did pick up, a little bit about my thoughts about each one of them, and I'm also going to leave the website to Bhcosmetics and also Coastal Scents, where you can get different type of brushes, and also RC Cosmetics. If you choose to go out to get the brushes, that's okay. I just wanted to give you my honest opinion. And thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for supporting. And I'll see you muffins later. Bye.